H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is, what, is it Thursday? It's Thursday. Is it? I missed a day yesterday, right? Shot hooky yesterday. Thursday. It's called Baby Friday. It's because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. We consider this our Friday, and yeah, got so much to talk about, man. I miss you yesterday. I want to talk about the event that I was at yesterday. If it's keeping me away from the Chop Shop, it's got to be a very, very important event. I heard some of your comments yesterday, but let me shout out to the starting five first. Let's shout out to D. Holcomb, Alex Sesteros, was it Thaddeus Moody, Jeremy Davis, and Jamison Morrow is in the building. These are the first five people. I'm trying to move my chair around, trying to get comfortable here. First five people that signed up to the Chop Shop feed. We got Chris Charles, I think is the sixth man. Let me see what my girls at. I don't see my girls today. What y'all do? What did y'all do something yesterday and ran all my ladies off? Let me look on this thing again. That's all dudes. Wait a minute. Let me give me a drink. Let me give me some tea. It's all dudes, man. Y'all know I ain't gonna start no show like this. Ain't a woman in sight. Let me see if there's one on the secret page. No, man, I'm just seeing all you guys. Shout out to you guys too, man. I shout out to y'all. I see Rick Brown. I heard your little six. I heard you little smart talking out there yesterday, Rick Brown. I heard you out there. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Thank you, Tamika. I can't start the show with all these dudes on the show. I like y'all, but man, I just no, Tamika, you just made it happen. Thank you so much. Uh, thank you so much for being here. Because it's some interesting. We got some tragedy in our community. I'm gonna have some people come on talk about that a little later. I don't want to hop on it too long because we got to just um, we got to get we just got to do better. Uh, we got to do better with these kids. We got to do. I told y'all something. I'm gonna share something with y'all in a minute about our young men. Um, I got a new song. I got a new song. Y'all got to watch me. I got a new song. Uh, the song I can't play it, but a song called First Class by Jack Harlow. Now tell me if I'm wrong, but is Jack Harlow a bad guy? I don't know who he is, but boy, that song when it come on, he's so cool with it. Y'all Google it. Y'all pop it up to Tamika. It's called First Class. I got a new song. Um, I want to shout out to. I know I wasn't here yesterday, Sonya. Hey, Sonya. But I want to shout out to Melody Hobson, um, George, married to George Lucas, one of the most powerful women in the economic sector. I've been knowing of her for a long, long time. But she is set to become the part owner of the Denver Broncos. For the first time, the NFL would have a black woman with an equity stake in the team. Look her up, Melody Hobson, not Melanie, Melody Hobson. Check out. There go Dale Griggs. That my girls. I was nervous. My girls weren't here. My girls ain't here. I'm not. I'm telling you, I be want to shut it down. And but Melody is one of the most influential black woman executives, if you know anything about her, in the country, in the world, to me. And as a partner in the ownership group that just struck a deal to buy the Denver Broncos. The Broncos announced that their team had reached a deal, and it brought the group led by Walmart heir Rob Walton, one of the Sam Walton's kids. Hey, Victoria. Um, Today, that Melody included in the group. She is the CEO of Ariel Investments. She is the CEO of Ariel Investments. Google her. Bad girl. I've talked about her on Women Rock Wednesday before. One of the most powerful executives in the country, in addition to leading Ariel alongside co-CEO John W. Rogers. Hobson also chairs. Got to talk about her. I know it's. I told you, Women Rock every day. She also chairs the board of directors and sit on the board of financial giants as J.P. Morgan Chase. She's also the spouse of legendary filmmaker George Lucas. So I mean, I just wanted to share that with y'all. She always at the Formula One races. She was at the Formula One race with her and George Lucas the last time I went. So Denver Broncos is being sold to this group, this big pocket group. These guys, this big pocket group, big pockets in this group. But shout out to her. I just wanted to put her. Then there's something else that popped on my screen. I just like to look. Somebody sent me a message. Said, Robert, Black America, we don't need to compete. We need to collaborate. Then we win. I don't know who that's for. Black America, we don't need to compete. We need to collaborate. Then we win. Yeah, Victoria, she bad girl. She bad girl. I've been knowing of her for a long time. I had a couple of chances. I've been in the same places where she is. She carried this. I mean, she's sweet, but she carry a presence. You can feel, you know, she don't play. Yeah, you know, she don't play. I think she was at Essence a couple of times. You know how some people, you go to Essence Festival and a lot of people just go to the fun. I went for the fun, but I always got up to go to those seminars and when the people speak. That's my favorite part of going to Essence, the speaking part at the convention center. And I got to see her there. I think that's the first place I ever saw her. Oh, you know, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Slow down, Rob. Rob, let me do my show. Let me do my show. I got you, baby. I got you. Shout out to Marcus Carroll. He said he just got back from Boston. Great atmosphere at the NBA finals. Always a great atmosphere at the NBA finals. Shout out to Marcus. But yesterday, y'all, I missed the show. I mean, I missed the show yesterday, but I had some very, very important business and on why I missed the show yesterday, and was proud to because a young lady named Elaine Ladden, she came on this show for Women Rock Wednesday and talked about the golf tournament that she was giving, and she was chairing, and I didn't even know what was on my calendar. I just told her I'm gonna be there, and I let me tell you something. Y'all got to know it's got to be very important for me to not come and be on the chop shop. But I popped in, but it was a great. See, this tournament was benefiting Little Audrey's Safe House. Um, it was their charity tournament, and their goal was to raise a generous amount of money for the Safe House and educational programs for the children who have aged out of the foster care and the CPS system. So they then aged out, they get a certain age, then they put them out. Out of that system, you know, you on your own. So this Little Audrey Safe House is that bridge between getting these kids skilled and on their feet and put on a new path. All might not make it to college, but they put situations where they can go to trade school. They partner with trade schools so if kids don't want. It was unbelievable. Um, y'all can imagine, once a kid turned 18 or whatever, CPS just throw 'em. It's just out in the street. And this Argent Safe House helped them. They'll help those kids, man, with everything. Go check it out. Little Audrey's check out. So let me tell you something. That's where I was at yesterday, helping them raise money for this safe house. All proceeds from the sponsorships would directly benefit the children with education, job placement, and readiness and other needs that the safe house provides. So, listen to me, y'all. I was proud to be out there yesterday. They say if you're unable to provide support through a money, check this out. Check this out. They say if you are unable to provide support through a monetary donation, items for silent auctions, catering donations, a swag bag, items were great. This what they went with the sponsorship package, and it's a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Reginald Simpson, in this world, man, and we're losing kids. We're losing young kids in the basketball community to drive-by shootings. I don't care if he was in the streets. I don't care, but the kid was playing on a basketball team. He shouldn't be shot up in the street like a dog. And but let me shout out to these ladies. I mean, Elaine Ladden. Let me tell you something. That's Robert Young's sister-in-law. That was her first tournament, first class. Y'all notice I said in the beginning, I got a new class. Elaine, if you listening, I like the song First Class. You had a first class event yesterday. You, Rock, I mean, all of y'all, man. People came from all over. That shows the influence that you have. Major Jones out there. A lot of the former Texans, some of the former Oilers, guys I ain't seen in a long, long. Chris Morris, Major. I mean, it was just. Let me tell you something. I want to shout out to these ladies. Elaine Ladden, that was my contact. That's the young lady that came on the show. But we got Miss Alma Brown. She is the executive director. And we got Pam Carroll. And she was an Angelique Bartholomew. Angelique Bartholomew. She's the they are the co-chairs. But these ladies, it's just the ladies at the auction table. I mean, soon. Let me tell you something. Soon as we pulled up, the guy at the front gate. See, people got to understand. All of this goes into your events. The guy that got your bag. He said, "What's your name, Mr. Robert Hatter? I got you." Mr. Hatter, you don't have to take your bags. No. I said, "I'll take them myself." He said, "No, I got them. I'm going to take them the right where they're supposed to be." He took them, put them right on my cart. And even my guest came in and came in. And guess what, man? And I want to shout out again to Gary Carter from Extra Eyes Media. He came out yesterday and spent that whole 4 hours with us chronicling the event. He chronicled the event. I mean, thank you, Gary Carter, man. You are, man. Extra Eyes Media came out in that hot. Y'all, it was hotter than catfish grease out there. And I thank you, Gary, for coming out there. It was just, y'all just don't know. I just wish all of y'all. Only thing I hated, I didn't see a lot of y'all out there. I didn't see a lot of us out there who said, because I brought her on the show, and we got to stop doing. Let me tell you something. When I bring somebody on this show, man, I expect for us to support them. Because guess what? Every time y'all do something, I make sure people support y'all. So we can't be, so I told you, this can't be a toxic relationship. This can't be. Me and Jimmy can't just keep giving and giving and giving and giving. You're a damn lie, Kevin Freitman. You were invited. If you watch Women Rock Wednesday, you wasn't watching Women Rock Wednesday that day. Because we invited everybody that day. So don't talk about you wasn't invited. Want to hear that mess? Well, then you weren't invited, so guess what you did? Guess what now? Now go find little Audrey Safe House and give a donation to the Safe House. I don't want to hear about what you wasn't invited. Yeah, you go every damn place else you want to go. You know, man, we got excuses. Oh, I'm not gonna come with that negative ass energy today. What I'm talking about? Shout out to those people, Gary Carter. Man, I mean, it was hot. You know, they even hold up. At first, and this is what I love about Elaine. I went on my own. I went to the front desk and asked the brothers at the front desk, man, I need the I don't okay. I just need a cart because my media guy gonna come out here. He just we ain't got no carts. We ain't got this. We ain't got this. We ain't got this. We ain't got this. We ain't got. I ain't got enough carts. I ain't got. Y'all know what I wanted to call him. You know, that's the kind of guy make me not want to go to that golf course again. Listen, player. But I went back and talked to Miss Elaine. Do you know the next thing she know? I know she came with a key to the cart for Gary to ride around and follow us the whole time. That's service. So you know the next time they have an event, she giving an event, of course I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard. No, it was not. No, it was not no saltine people. No, it was hell no, it was not. Kevin Freidman. Two brothers at the desk. Yes, it was not. For a cause like this. But Gary, man, he captured some stuff, y'all. Y'all running your mouth yesterday, and hey, it was so much stuff going on the golf course. Gary missed a couple of my. I said, Gary, where you at? But he was doing so much stuff, man. And guess what, y'all? I got to pat my own self on the back. I ought to get GM of the year. Okay, general manager. The team I put together, let me let y'all know, we won. Okay, hold on. You can drink out of it. I should have drunk my tea out of it today. Did y'all see that? First class. Did y'all see this trophy? Yeah. I'm gonna show it. Sit right there, baby. Sit right there. But let me explain y'all something. I had to pat myself. You know, a lot of people wanted to play with me. And guess what? I always go to golf tournaments. I let everybody play with me. Some of the guys that they can't play. They're good. Okay? So it's okay because I just have fun, right? But this time, I called my girl. I had to call my girl. Guess who I called, y'all? Kendall Jackson. Yes, that Kendall Jackson. Women Rock Wednesday, Kendall Jackson. Howard University, Kendall Jackson. Hold up. She was on the plane. I text her while she was on the plane. This young girl was halfway across the country on the plane. I said, Kendall, I need you. She said, what's the date? I said, Wednesday. It was Wednesday on the 8th. She said, Mr. Hatter, where we playing at? I told her. She said, I'm there. So I secured Clemmer. Then I went and got, hold up. I'm a GM, y'all. I went all the way to the north side. Got Fred Clauswell and Fred Hay. Those two guys coming in. Let me tell you something. We was a dream team. It was a dream. Robert Young wanted to play with us. But yeah, Robert could have played. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I didn't even play that well yesterday. But I played right at the right time. You know how you jump? Hold up. You know how you jump on one falling? But I started clamping up on defense and shutting people down. And hold up, making so many highlights that the cameraman can't keep up with me. Hey, Yeah, he told me I had a good squad. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell you that was the most delightful, uh, uh, foursome, and Kendall won everything. Listen, Kendall won so many prizes. I wish we had to took a picture of her. She won so many prizes. I had to help her take the prizes to a car. Y'all, we got a star on our hands. She was on. Women Rock wins on the Chop Shop. Listen to me. Kendall Jackson, we got a star on our hands. I'm just telling y'all now. Why y'all can get in to see her free? Y'all better go watch it. She gonna play a tournament. She gonna play a tournament here soon. Qualify here soon. I mean, it was just unbelievable that I got a chance. And guess what? Hold up. So we said we birdied the first hole. Right? We birdied the first hole. I walk us through it. And Fred said something. Hey, Rob, we can't birdie them all if we don't birdie the first one. Even when I think it was one hole we made a par on. Kendall said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. This young girl was saying, don't worry about that, Mr. Haller. We gonna get to rolling. But I had Gary just sent me, he didn't send me a lot. He didn't send me a lot of stuff. He had to edit. Gary ain't gonna send you stuff unless it's edited and done. Because everybody calling me. Now we shot 21 under. Whatever that was, it was 21 under. Hold up, Robert Young got a picture. Let me see. Oh, he took a picture of us. Okay. All right, I'll put this up. Thank you, Rob. Cause I ain't know who was taking pictures of the champs. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, y'all. You know I have to label this. But that boy Gary Carter, man, out there in that hot ass sun. Hey, y'all, I just don't know. I don't know. Wait a minute, Little Aubrey. I'll just put Little Aubrey tournament. Yeah, but that's the only thing that kept me away from y'all yesterday. It was. Wait a minute, where is it? Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if it's up there. Can I put it? Yeah, I got it. Kendall left with all the gifts though, y'all. Hold up. Robert Young got some gifts too. I'm trying to open it. I guess it's waiting. Hold up. Let me shorten it a little bit. That's Fred. That's Kendall and Fred on this other Fred on the other side. That's the lady over Little Aubrey. That should be. I hope I don't say her name. I hope I had the wrong name. But that is. Hold on. Let me make sure. She is exact. That might be Alma Brown, Miss Brown. Yeah, Gary, you couldn't take none of them pictures. But that's your boy up there, holding his trophy. But I got to show y'all something because I eagled 2 times in a row. I knocked in an eagle 2 times in consecutive holes. I ain't never even thought about doing that. Eagles are hard to do, y'all. I mean, the eagle. Ask any of your friends out there how hard it is to make an eagle. Robert Young been playing for 2 years. He ain't never made one problem. Donald Hall might have made one before. But y'all, in the second eagle, in the consecutive hole, Gary missed that one. But I got, people like Chris Walker, you have to, and Jimmy Hicks, because, they be striking out. They not good at stuff like this. So hold up, y'all. I had to, let me see. Did I, wait a minute. Did I keep it? Let me see.
Go in. That's it. Bang!
Hey, even when he just showing off, just a little showing off. Yeah, I said, no, I got it, baby. Yes, eagle. Hey, y'all, that's how much fun we was having yesterday, man. And hold up, the exact next hole, I did the exact same thing from a similar spot, man. Extra eye, Gary took so many. Gary, I think I got another shot. I don't know. Let me see that I put it up there. Yeah, he got me on this one too. Got me here. Yeah, that's the old man. We were at the Lakes Golf Course at Lake Golf Course at what's the name of the course? What's the name of the course? Wildcat. We were at Wildcat down the hall. Old man wasn't hitting it that good yesterday. I promise y'all, I really was. I was struggling all over the place. I was I was struggling all over
Man.
the place. But when it was time to show up, uh, it was I mean, two in a row. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Let me tell you something. That was luck. I mean, it was luck. You know, because that ball could have easily rolled left, or if I hit the green, it could have rolled left or right. Uh, but uh, it's the people though there, the people at the tournament. I mean, it was just a great atmosphere, and I got a little darker yesterday. You probably can see it, but yeah. He talking about I got that MJ walk. No, I just that Robert had them bad knees walk. But but shout out to that organization. I can't wait, and I just hope a lot of y'all. I know when people come on this show, sometimes y'all just okay, okay. But please, the next time, write those things down. Put them in your calendar. Put them in your calendar. You know, life is more than just going to a gym. Like Chris Walker asked me the other day, why you always play golf? I said, because I like to do it. Why you always going to drink, go to dinner and eat, or go out? It's just something. See, sometimes in life, you just got to find something that you like to do. You know, some of y'all like to go to the gym and watch the June bugs and the ball beaters. I don't like that. I like to be out with the elements. I don't mind if it rain. You know, sometimes I got a rain suit. Yes, got an umbrella. You know, it's just, I mean, people don't, but man, why you want to play every day? If I could play it every day, I would. It's a great game. The game is so great. It's another, another race of people didn't want us to play it. You follow me? So of course, I understand why this game is so much good. I mean, it's so much fun, so much. Think about it. We were in position to get a young college student. She got a big TV monitor to go in her room in college. That's one of the prizes she won. Then she won another prize. I mean, it's just think about that, man. Uh, but shout out to you, Lane. Lane, thank you a million times. I'm gonna thank you a million times. We need more people like you giving first class events because we got people around here giving these crazy ass bull crap events. And guess what? A lot of our people are going to support these people. But we got a first class event last night. I know you don't play golf, but come and support the event. Come and support the event. Even if it's for 30 minutes, even if it was for an hour, even if it's just to bring a $10, $15 check. Say, here, I'm doing this. We got to be intentional. Share the show, but we got to be intentional about about these kind of things, man. I'm not gonna bring nobody on this show that I just don't think y'all. I mean, don't just take this stuff for granted. Cause like that, it can be gone away from you. You know, I mean, for real, for real. So what else I got? What it's some stuff happening. Hold up, somebody just texted me. Oh, okay. Golly, hold on. I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all that one. Let me send a link. Yeah, I got something for y'all today. See, when I we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. I can't wait till Gary finish editing all my other shots. Hey, Gary, I can't wait, Gary, till you finish editing my other shots. I mean, he was so good. Y'all, hey, Gary, you got to give him, because I got to give him the angle. Check this out. Gary put the camera down as we were coming toward the hole, right? But I messed around and told Gary, we might we might hit your camera. Oh, guess what? He quickly picked that damn camera up. He said, "No, sir, you can't. This is my money maker. You ain't gonna hit this." But he was on the other side of the hole. He just set the camera down so y'all can see the full, the full running up of the ball, man. It was just awesome, man. I can't. Uh, I'm serious, y'all. I can tell. He said, "Give Keith Hammond and his wife Betty." Shout out to Keith Hammond and his wife Betty. I saw them. Hey Keith, hey Betty. They came all the way to play. They came from Green Bay for one day, all the way from Wisconsin for one day to play in the tournament. Uh, it was unbelievable. Them greens, I don't know what you talking about. Them greens was rolling like money. Them greens was rolling like money there. But shout out to them people who just go to a couple of courses every time. Just chill out. Just cause you didn't come, but like I say, when I call out something like that, let's support those people when they come on this chop shop. Okay, we got another a young man, and several of y'all have Troy Pradier, Cox Pradier Law Firm. So if you got any legal questions, that even the Deshaun Watson questions, y'all can ask him about that. It's a lot of stuff going on, and I thought it was time to bring him on because I kind of miss him a little bit. But it's great day yesterday. That's the only day. That's the only reason I miss y'all yesterday. Jimmy told me I was shooting hooking. No, I wasn't. I was getting it. I was doing something. But I want to share some with y'all, man. Uh, I saw where the young kid got um, he got assassinated, shot in a drive by. I didn't know the kid. Played for Team Takeover. I haven't been that close. I don't know nobody in the program, but it's somebody's young kid. And I saw some. Thank you for Alex Esteros is the first person who told me about it. And then we had another young man in our committed suicide. That's near and dear. I never met him, but his father is he's out. He's busy taking care of a lot of y'all kids. I didn't know whether y'all talked about it yesterday. Um, my prayers go out to Clyde Jackson and his family, and it's just a man that's out here in this community helping everybody else's kid, and his kid passed away. So that's why y'all we got. Let me tell y'all we got to just get better at treating each other and respecting what each other do. We got to respect this show. People talk that stuff. Yeah, I want people to respect this show. But I take this show serious. It might be the little internet show to y'all, but when I take out my time, as valuable as my time is, when I take out the time, it's very, very important. It's cool. But I was thinking about y'all last night. Our young people, okay? Because all of us, summer basketball. Share the show, please. I think I shared it already. But our young people today are the future messengers of our society. I want you to hear this. So it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the appropriate message. Because if we do not, then their message that they get from somewhere else and their actions will adversely affect our present, future, and even the lives of our loved ones when we have met our own demise. So it's imperative that we stop turning a blind eye to our youth, both at risk and not at risk youth. We can't turn a blind eye to them. Our responsibility may begin at home with our own, but it's not where we stop. That's why I'm on here always giving messages. So I want one of these kids to hear it. So that little guy in the drive-by wouldn't have went and shot young London. If he had the proper message, he would have understand. You don't go shoot your brother. If you shoot your brother, you're shooting yourself. You follow me? You remember I told you it's two structures going on. It's a social structure. How they see us. Learn this in Africana studies. And then there's a governance structure. How we see each other. That's why I told Corey Henderson the other night, if you go lose 1,000 games, guess what? I'm going to always talk you up because I think you're going to win that next one. That's why I tell people, somebody came on this show, come call me, talking about, man, I want to come on your show and tell the Cynthia Cooper story. Not on this freaking show. God didn't give me this platform to bash people, bash Cynthia Cooper. Other stuff. Some people called me the other day. Somebody done got a fire from TSU. Talking about, you ain't come. This show ain't for that. Now, if you're out there doing something wrong now, we gonna expose it. But we ain't trying to hurt nobody on this show. So that's not where our responsibility lies, just at our home with our kids, y'all. See, what we got to realize, I learned this a long time ago. It's good to have your best runners on base. Okay? In our life. It's good. But guys like me, I got to be sure that our worst batter ain't the one stepping up the plate to bring them in. We got people in place, but we got to make sure the person that can knock everybody in, he our good batter. We can't have no dude come up there and strike out. We got to stop striking out this basketball community. We got guys on base, but who gonna bring them home? Who gonna bring them home? Like somebody tell me, man, you want to be the number one? I said, no, I don't want to be number one. Number one is too close to zero. Too uncomfortably close to zero for me. I want to be the best. And when we out here, y'all, and I know y'all, well, I said, let's just let the house burn down. No, Robert, we can't let this house burn down. We just got to have summer basketball. I said, hold on. I ain't said not play summer basketball. But the current structure, the way it is, it's unhealthy. We got referees bringing guns to the game. We got parents fighting. We got other parents shooting other parents. We got people, no insurance at the gym. No security at the gyms. We just doing a whole lot of stuff. Got a key word for y'all. Y'all can use this. When the cost of maintenance, he said, man, we are the 4-ball kings. If you can please send me the photos of y'all. He said, we are the 4-ball king. That's Fred Calder. He just texted me while I'm on the show. But refs on the phone during the game. Yes. Chuck McGowan. Yeah, I had some ringers. Chuck McGowan. Yeah. I'm gonna get back this. Chuck McGowan. Yes, in the golf tournament yesterday, I had some players. Everybody can play. Everybody can play. Chuck McGowan, in my whole history, I've never had 4 people on the team that can play like that. Because I always usually go to teams and everybody want me to be the best player. But now I had Kendall, y'all. It's got a chance to be a pro. She hits the ball a country mile. And she got touch. And she can punch. And she can put. Yes, I'm a great GM. But guess what? I played with 4 people that I really, really wanted to play with. That's the thing about golf. If I'm gonna spend 4 hours out there a day with you, I better like being around you. I don't want to be. I don't like being around everybody. But this was just a delightful, positive group, man. Unbelievable. Yes, yes, a great GM. But guess what? It could have went other way. We could have. What if all of us just had a bad day? See, that's what y'all don't know about golf. You don't know if you're gonna go out there and win. Everybody on that team that I was on yesterday, they came to win. I didn't say that in the beginning. Michael Smith. Oh, in case you're just coming on, yes. You got a champion on the show. It said first, you got a champion on the show. And I'm gonna show it again. You know I'm gonna show my shot. That my eagle, one of my two eagles that I made. But back to what I'm saying. Y'all give me uncle. But I want y'all to hear this, y'all. When the cost of maintenance begin to exceed the quality of the performance, it's time to trade it in. And I'm not just talking about cars. I'm talking about people too. We got to do better. Everybody ain't leaving the PGA Tour. Y'all see how people, you see what he said? Everybody ain't leaving the PGA Tour. What's up with the PGA Tour? Everybody, not everybody. It's a few people leaving. I can talk about it a little bit. The PGA Tour, the Tiger, and all these people play on, what we watched on Sunday. I know Kevin Freitman, Donald Hall does. We watch. It's a monopoly, and it was the only game in town. You play on this tour, you can go over and play in the European tour. You know, it's our way out of the highway. Old archaic rules, and it's unique. But a group that was backed, Greg Norman, Google him, Phil Mickelson, and that 45, the former president of y'all's, they developed this new tour called the Live Tour, LIV. You Google it. It's a tour that should I explain to you? It's backed by the Saudi Wealth Fund. Okay, and they got unlimited pockets. So what they did, they came and over Phil Mickelson and Greg Norman and a few guys. They came over here on the PGA Tour and really just presented a new story, and told these players, man, we got options. We got options. We can go somewhere else and play. You know, over on PGA Tour, you miss the cut, you don't make no money that week. On this tour, you miss the cut, ain't no cut. You come in last place each tournament, you got 120,000. Different all over the world. They got unlimited money, unlimited pockets, and they gave certain guys a lot of guarantees. And you win, okay, but if you don't win, you're still rich. You still get money. But it reminds me a bit of a super league, and there's limited money involved, but it still looks cheap and poorly thought out. It just didn't look thought out the way it is. It took Greg Norman, Dustin Johnson, one of my guys that I like to watch his swing. He's gone. They got a few of them, but King Sticks. You talking about all the players that leave? Just certain players that leave. They offered Tiger a lot of money, but me personally, I think Tiger is so invested because of the equity he built. The PGA wouldn't be where it is now if it wasn't for Tiger Woods. So I think, just me personally, I think Tiger Woods got some vested. I really do. I really think he got vested interest in this. So I'm just a Johnson. Dustin Johnson. Let me tell you something. One of my favorite golfers. Just his talent. He just quit the PGA Tour. He told the PGA Tour, "I'm done. I'm going over here and play." I think it was rumored they gave him $125 million. I don't know how it's divided up, but the reason the people have problems because it's like I said, it's backed by a sovereign wealth fund in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is controversial due to the country's post record of human rights violations. But guess what? We got human rights violations over here in this country. So Dustin Johnson, well, hold up. He would receive $125 million, they said. It's the ultimate tour. Matter of fact, they're having a tournament this week over in London. Now the Ryder Cup, he used to play for USA. He can't play for the Ryder Cup anymore. He took the money. Louis Oosthuizen, Graham McDowell. I have to meet Graham McDowell. Got a picture with him. He got a restaurant down in Orlando that I like to go to called Nona Blue. Yeah, Nona Blue Grill. Yeah, Nona Blue. Kevin Na, guy who play on the tour. Let me tell you something about him. When he said he was leaving and going over there to play, do you know the players on this tour went to Twitter on him and said he ain't that damn dude? We glad you gone because you take too damn long to play anyway. We're gonna have time. We're gonna have time to get. We're gonna have enough time. We're gonna have a lot more minutes. Man, they was checking people on this thing, man. So I since you brought it up, I brought it up into those people who don't know what I'm talking about. Ken Lofton. Ken Lofton. I'm gonna give you a picture of what you're gonna be getting a piece of when you come out here and want to play with me. I played in the golf tournament this weekend for Little Audrey's Safe House. It was so much fun. Happened to win the tournament. Me and Fred Closwell. We had Fred Hay and the wonderful Kendall Jackson. Yes, I stacked the team, but y'all don't understand. You can stack the team and still get your head tore off. You follow me? But we posted a number that it was been hard for anybody to beat. You had to be real good, or you got to be cheating. If anybody else on that course would have came in with that number, I would have said they would have been cheating because we was that good. But Brandon, check this out, Brandon, check your boy out, Brandon. You just hold on.
That's it. Bang! Even when he just showing off. Just a little showing off. Yeah. I said, no. I got it, baby. Yes, Eagle. Let me bring the hater on first. Let me bring that hater on first so he can see it. Let me bring the hater on so he can see it.
I knew Gary was good, but I didn't know he can edit that damn video like that. That Gary good, man. I didn't know. He told me he can do some stuff with that thing. I just make the mixtapes. Now I see why all them little old June bugs none of their shots miss on the mixtapes. Same. I ain't even know what. Carry on. Let's go.
Jimmy, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. See, y'all, he went there. Y'all know when he go there, what I'm gonna do? I missed the putt that I'm still mad about right now, Jimmy. See, Jimmy, it could have got worse. Hold up, Jimmy. Hold up. I'm trying to see this putt I missed. I was so mad at myself. I think this it. I'm gonna kick it up. Jimmy. Hey, Donald Hall, hold up. Donald Hall, he had to text one of the dudes that was on there. Donald Hall, Donald Hall, let me tell you something. It's several things you just don't have. I know I'm bad at this game right here, player. hey, Rob, hold up, Jimmy. Let me see. Rob put. I'm gonna put that on. Jimmy, I missed one, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, Big Daddy missed one every now and then. Jimmy, hold on. I got something for you. I missed one. Y'all notice I said one. Where is it at? Yeah, man. I missed this one. Yeah, you know, I couldn't believe it. Hey, Jimmy, I couldn't believe I missed it. You know, I couldn't believe I missed it. But guess what? Kendall, Jimmy, did I tell you Kendall was on the team, Jimmy?
Yeah, you just said, yeah.
Kendall was on the team. And, but y'all, we had hey, Jimmy, it was so much fun. He said, what did we shoot? We was 21 under, Jimmy. It ain't but 18 holes, Jimmy. So that means we down there had the birdie. It ain't but 18 holes, Jimmy. We birdied, I had the eagle, but I eagled twice. And we parred one and I eagled twice. And Jimmy, on my second eagle, I look over there, get with Gary. Gary tired as hell sitting over in the car. You know it was hot as hell out there. Gary was over there tired as hell. Talking about, Mr. Hatter, I'm sorry I didn't get that one. So, but you know, we had a great time, man. You can hate all you want to. Hey, wait till the other film come. He ain't got the rest of it. Wait till the other film come out. Maybe he's over there editing. Right now.
That's what he might be doing. Huh?
What's going on, man? Hey, guess what? Guess who's coming on at 1 o'clock? Troy Pradia. We ain't seen him in a long time. So I talked to him the other day, and I forgot I told him. So he said he gonna come, Jimmy. I wanna talk to him about this Deshaun Watson stuff, Jimmy, because this kid, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. Did you read the last girls, the 24 girl? Did you read any of her stuff?
I read a little piece of it.
Oh my
God! That was about a few days ago. Yeah, she read a little piece of it. But you know, in the Deshaun thing, of course, they've amended the lawsuit to include the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
And
the lady at the massage bar.
And this is when it gets really interesting, because that's almost like on the streets when the folks go to charge that one person, they know they ain't really commit the crime, but they gonna charge you to make you squeeze. That way legally can get you up on that stand. You see? So now you got to get on that stand.
You talking about in Silver Court, not
if they go to trial. You got to get deposed. Put it like that.
Right.
See, you got to get, and I say on the stand, I meant to say get deposed.
Okay.
You got to get a deposition.
Jimmy, the Houstonian, man, that's my spot. He had his little nasty ass over there messing around at the Houstonian.
I had me a nice little plug at the Houstonian.
Yeah.
Well, I had me about a $69 plug at the Houstonian back then. I'm talking about, man, me and Sandra go to Houstonian, man. Yeah, she just went. I just sent over there about 4 months ago. She went over there and got over.
Jim, they got one of the work. Jimmy,
I've been there with her a couple times.
Hold up, you ever took her to the spa? To really?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
One of the best spas in the world.
Man, they put you in the robe, you get in the room.
Everybody get you a robe.
Well, I'm talking about, they got the old music playing. They got all that over there. That's my spot over there.
Right.
But they done burnt the spot up now. They probably changed all the guidelines. Pull the old girls over there.
Man, that little dude, Jimmy, what about he lied about? Talking about, man, it was just 40 girls. Then we found out he got texts with 66 girls.
So if he told a lie about that, then what did he tell the truth about? So if he told a lie about the amount, then what did he tell the truth about? And the Cleveland Browns are already in the midst of turmoil and scrutiny, heavy scrutiny. Their fan base is pissed off. See, here's the thing. It ain't soaked in. He has $200+ million guaranteed.
230.
This has never been done in the history of football.
Ever.
And don't get it twisted now. Deshaun Watson, they made an old song about it. He's still Igga to a lot of them white folk.
Jim.
And that's when they start thinking about you didn't just give it away. You gave him this, and Tom Brady don't have this type of money. Well, in this country.
Jim, did you hear what your homeboy Rusty Harden said?
Rusty Harden said he can't. He said about the happy ending. He
said, I'm going to play it for you, Jim. Hold on.
I don't know how many men are out there now that have had a massage that perhaps occasionally there was a happy ending. All right? Maybe there's nobody in your listening audience that ever happened to. I do want to point out, if it has happened, it's not a crime, okay? Unless you are paying somebody extra or so to give you some type of sexual activity, it's not a crime. And so at the end of the day, that's another thing that would affect conduct. Doing something or saying something or being a way that makes you uncomfortable is not a crime. And so we've had 2 grand juries find that, and nobody seems to want to listen.
Jimmy. So if a gal said, Jimmy, I mean, you know if you weren't married. Jimmy, you got to take me to Mastro's. I'll give you some. That's a crime?
No, that's not a crime.
You're paying. She asking you for something. But if she asks you, Jimmy, give me some money for some, that's the crime. Yeah. But you can take her to get something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait till Troy Pay to get on it.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Absolutely. And then we had this thing with Deshaun. You have to realize one thing is true. Not one, but 2 grand juries refused to indict him. And there are people, and understand something. We can look back and say, well, man, I can't see how that happened. Well, understand something. There was a lot of testimony and a lot of stuff was not displayed or used or in that grand jury process.
Right.
A lot of stuff that even the general public like you guys, and before you become a grand jury member, they can strike you just like regular juries. They ask you questions and ask you a variety of your opinions and this and that. Have you been following this and that? And your response would probably dictate whether you will be stricken from the panel or selection or not. So this thing, and just like the girls, did you hear the girls that's on the, remember I told you I finally watched the show on HBO with Gumbel, and the young ladies, and they reiterated something that I had heard it, but I really didn't pay attention to it, didn't soak in, that the NFL the Cleveland Browns they said that they did an investigation,
but did not come
before upon justifying giving him the $230 million guaranteed, but they did not interview a single one of those ladies.
They didn't care. You know what their investigation entails, Jimmy? Is he gonna be able to play? That's all the Cleveland Brown ain't worried about no girls. Jimmy, they ain't worried about what no girls got to say. I ain't got to talk to her. We know he done did something. They want to know if this transformative athlete that we got to have on our team, because we don't want this bum we got, can he play?
Roger Goodell's them said, we're going to give him about 6 games. That's the instigation. Jimmy, y'all got to realize, and I told y'all something the other day, and I think it went over your head. Oh, come on.
Go on.
But Roger Goodell said something the other day, and people just forget about it. Roger Goodell has handed down every judgment of conduct since he's been in office, Jimmy. Every. But Jimmy, this particular case right here, guess what he did? I got a committee. They gonna hand down the judgment. It's up to them. Roger Goodell, check this out, Jimmy. You know, like the owners wash their hands of it and let Roger run it? Smart ass Roger said, I'm finna wash my hands of it and let the committee take the hit. Now, what was you about to say, Jim? Because we got Troy in the background.
I also learned something about the Cleveland Browns.
What you heard about? What you learned about?
In this contract, the first year only pays the minimum $1 million.
I talked about that on the show. So that's all the girls gonna be able to divvy from.
No, that means if he gets suspended this year,
yeah,
they don't lose nothing. The press and the marketing of you saying that Cleveland Browns name is going to be worth equivalent, way more equivalent than the advertising that they would.
That's why they structured the deal like that. So Cleveland was complicit. Cleveland was complicit with it. Wait till Troy get Troy. Wait a minute, Troy. Oh, let me see. What's up, baby? Bring yourself up in the screen. Can you tilt your laptop? No, tilt your laptop. You on the desk. There you go. No, don't turn it sideways. Yeah, just make yourself a little bit bigger. But Jimmy, I got you, Jimmy. Yeah, 1 year, that 1 year, and center yourself, Troy.
Yeah, you
come over a little bit.
Yeah, slide it over.
Slide, other way. There you go. Right there. So, but Jimmy, I like the way I brought it up. You weren't on the show that day. I brought it up. I said, dude, they structured the deal because Jimmy, he structured the deal so he won't make but $1 million this year. So they know he was going to miss them games. So it would have been prorated from the meal, not the big money. So in order, you got to understand the Cleveland Browns negotiated that deal with him. They were complicit, Troy, because they know what was going on. But the owner and his wife tell me, well, we did our due diligence. We did this. Yeah, you asked Roger Goodell. This is what they did. They said, man, is he going to be able to play? Jimmy, that's the only way you pay a dude $230 million if he would play. They said he can play. That's why they gave him that deal. Because guess what? Stephen Ross with Miami, because they wanted him bad. Stephen Ross didn't go for the deal. But that's all. I just wanted to piggyback on what you were saying, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. Now we have Troy Pradier.
You got my main man in the building.
With the Cox Pradier Law Firm live with us right now, and this is right up his alley.
Yes, sir.
Civil litigations. That's
right.
Right up his alley. This is his courtroom right there. First of all, who's the judge? First of all, not who's the judge. Are all of these cases going through the same judge, or will they be different dockets?
I don't know for sure, but I think they may be all in the same court. Because I think for what they call judicial economy, they like putting all the cases together. Don't quote me on it. I hadn't looked up each case individually, but they're probably all in the same court.
Okay.
Because they don't want all these cases to be all over the place and have different trial sets. So I'm not absolutely sure, but possibly they're all in the same court. I'll look that up and let you guys know later.
All right. But Troy,
I think.
Go, come on, talk. You good?
So I read this article about Busby saying that, Harden was having these conversations with the prosecutors. But you have to understand, when you're a criminal defense attorney, you talk to the prosecutor all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. So I think that's not unusual. I mean, because you talk to the prosecutor about the strength of your case and what they have on your client. And so you can basically counsel your client on what's going on the prosecutor side. And so I think what Busby is saying is just, he's just trying to get a leg up on Harden. That's all that is. And so you know, the New York Times article, we knew about the 66 cases a long time ago. So that's nothing new. And so everybody in Houston knew about that. You guys knew about that too, because
Right.
we were getting reports of there were 66 cases that, you know, that he was meeting up with these women at the Houstonian. So we knew about that already. So that's nothing new to me.
Troy, did something strike you that a dude got this many, a dude of that stature, this, because his body is the temple that he used to make money, don't mind anybody just putting their hands on him? Have that? Because I know some guys, man, they ain't gonna let but certain people massage them.
Yeah, I mean, it's something strange about it, but, you know, you got to be able to prove your case. And so nobody knows but Deshaun Watson and the individuals that he was with. And so, you know, like Rusty Hardin said, you know, there's about maybe 16 to 20 women who said that there was no issues at all. So you just don't know. And the bottom line is, you know, that's why they didn't pursue criminal charges against him. That's why he didn't get indicted, because it's a he said, she said match. And so all they could get now is monetary compensation for it. And so if I was his lawyer, and I'm not his lawyer, but before Rusty Hardin got on his team, they should have tried to squash this a long time ago. It's getting out of control. The longer it's out there, the more bad things are going to happen. So I just think that if I was his lawyer, I would have tried to get this over with a long time ago. Rusty Hardin came in after, you know, there was a lot of fire going on. And so I just think on his part, he should have got Rusty Hardin involved at the very beginning instead of his agent kind of handle some of these legal issues. And I think he would be in a better position today than he is right now. But I just think that the longer it's out there, the more bad things that are going to happen. They need to try to close this chapter in his life and move on.
Is the agent still the same?
Yeah, that's his agent. That's his agent. Yeah. Yeah, he's still his agent.
But his agent is controlling the more. Rusty Hardin is in control now.
Yeah.
What I was saying was Rusty should have been brought in from the very beginning.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said his agent still his agent. Yeah.
No, still involved. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, he advising. Yes, because he's an advisor. He gonna advise him, but Rusty Hardin advising him on all of these problems he in. But it seemed like since Rusty Hardin been there, it's been going to it's been mushrooming.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is, you know, you got Tony Busby on the other end, and he, you know, he's trying to do his job for his clients, and they're keeping it out in the media. And so we never really know what's going on behind the scenes. Everybody's trying to get a leg up in the litigation. And so you're going to hear certain things that may be true or may not be true, but the lawyers know exactly what's going on. And that's all that counts. And so we're out here speculating about what's going on, but the lawyers know what's going on.
But dude, but when you read this stuff, Troy, we can sit up here and speculate all we want. I mean, but please tell me, Deshaun, some ain't right. And I know you got in your position, you got it. But Robert Hatter, I'm on the chop shop, so I can go a little bit different. I want to be with Deshaun, but I'm thinking about when one of them girls said, "See, I got the advantage of talking to some of the players. And when the players say stuff, Hatter, we did that all the time, man. But we break them off. This dude here too cheap.
You ain't tip good enough."
So, I mean, you know.
Let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
Let me give you an example. The girl, one of the girls said, well, he just said, forget it, you ain't gonna do it, and bust off and got all on her face and everything, right? And then just said cash tap to her $150. Man, what if he'd have gave her $500? She probably wouldn't have said nothing. But you gave me $155 for the massage. You didn't give me nothing for this other situation, Deshaun. I'm just telling you what the players told me. The players might be lying. several of them who didn't know I was calling each other, they was just telling me the same thing. He said, dude, we do the same thing, man, but we just pay. We pay. If you trying to do something extra with them girls, pay them. I'm sorry, Brandy. I didn't mean to say it like that, Brandy. But Brandy, I mean, and then now people talking about they want money. Yeah, they want money now.
Well, I mean, they're angry.
Thank you.
Well, more than
Rick
just
Brown say he ain't no trick. Yes, he is a trick. I'll explain that later. But keep going.
But I would say more than angry, Troy Prady, is because a lot of those ladies are sitting on the sidelines, and a lot of their incomes have been, because the whole industry now, guys are going to be their opportunity for. Think about it, there's 66 different females, not 66 different. Not 66 times. So they're sitting there looking, and if your income has been strapped, you went through this was a miss in the middle of COVID, mind you, when this stuff was happening, allegedly. And now they're looking like, wait a minute, he probably gonna sell it because the people get the whispers. Everybody has their mark for what you would take and what you would sell it for. And they're like, well, I'm be better. And people, how your kin folks saying, girl, you better get in there and get some of that money. He gonna sell it. You're gonna be mad. You better go and get in that lawsuit.
You didn't got sprayed on. You better get you something for that spray.
Oh my goodness.
No, but they put it in the paper, Troy. They put it, Troy, it's right there. I mean, but I asked the players have told me that happens, Robert. I mean, it happens. I said, okay, all right.
So let's put this out there. So we don't want to be disrespectful to women.
Okay.
We weren't there. We don't know what happened.
Okay.
Only they know what happened. So they know if they have legitimate claims, and if they don't have legitimate claims.
Right.
The bottom line, something is amok, something is amiss with the 66 allegations, but we don't know. And so, like I said before, if I was his lawyer, I would have tried to stop this a long time ago. It's just going on too long. So, when the New York Times gets involved, you're in trouble.
I got a question for you on the screen there, Troy. Mr. Prady, theoretically, would you be more interested in the defendant or the plaintiff side? Hold on. Let me put it back up. It don't stay on for.
I'm a plaintiff's lawyer. So
you're a plaintiff lawyer. Okay.
I'm a plaintiff's lawyer, yeah. I'm a plaintiff's lawyer. So I would be more interested in the plaintiff side. And so, anytime any lawyer takes cases, you have to look at your client to make sure that you're not doing something that is not right. And so if I get a client and I think something's funny about when they come bring me a case, I will not take it. So, all money is not good money.
So would you have taken this one? You would have turned this bread down?
Man, you had to take this one.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have all. I mean, I just have pieces of information.
So if if old Skeeter, I ain't gonna call him that name. What's Deshaun Watson? I'm sorry, I didn't say that, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
You see the Sugarland baseball team to change their name after Deshaun.
They ain't Space City Cowboy.
Yeah, they're not even called the Skeeters no more. Deshaun messed the whole.
I messed up. I'm sorry, Deshaun, man. I promise you, I'm sorry. Troy, man, you done messed up my train of thought, Jimmy. Troy, I was about to ask you something, man. But so you saying if I'd have brought him over, you would have took the case. Well, you'd have looked at the case first. You would have looked at it.
No, because you got to understand too. When you bring a case, you got to make sure that you don't want to ruin your reputation as a lawyer behind one case.
I got you.
So
I got you.
I mean, it just depends. I'm not saying I wouldn't have taken the case if the women would have came to me, but I would have looked at it with a fine-tooth comb, and I would have decided, is this best for my law practice, my firm, my career? Because those kind of things can backfire against you too.
I got you. I like that.
And we definitely understand. If you're just tuning in, this is Troy Prady with the Cox Prady law firm, and he's breaking down and pulling up the floor mat. So we are even inside the house. It's on the outside about the Deshaun Watson situation. Now, somebody asked a question earlier, and I think I want to say it was Trey Phillips, and he's asked, how did they just find the discovery that the Texans were involved?
Why is it a
No,
news
so
now?
because they want to go after the deep pocket. That's what that's about.
That's a very
The
deep
Texans got
pocket.
the
I got you. I like
I'm
that.
saying,
yeah.
why
So
now? Why now? Do you think that they really didn't know that intel a couple of earlier?
well, I mean, I'm not privy to some of the discoveries, some of the documents that have been turned over. So uh, they must have some kind of feeling that the Texans were involved, or they wouldn't be making these kind of allegations. I mean, you're going after the big dog. I mean, Texans, they're worth a lot of money. They have access to the most powerful lawyers. They're going to defend themselves uh, with everything that they have. And so, but as a lawyer, you look for potential plaintiffs. I mean, potential defendants. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And the Texans, they've had their eye on the Texans from the very beginning, but
Mhm.
they must have be receiving some additional information
Mhm.
that they can basically make a case that the Texans knew and they didn't do anything about it. And so that's the deep pocket. They got more money than Deshaun Watson, believe me.
Good point. That's a great point. Great point. Great point.
Yeah, yeah, man. And
That's a.
so the
So if I
good
can't
thing,
get him, I'm gonna get them. That's a great
yeah.
point.
So in the good thing about this is that right as it stands right now, Deshaun Watson uh, cannot go to jail for this based on the intel that they have already with the young ladies. So that's the worst the I guess the worst case scenario or the best case scenario. Well, not necessarily the best, the worst for Deshaun Watson. I want to ask you, Troy, how does this end? You mentioned about Rusty Harden coming in the middle of the race or after the race had started. And basically, I mean, he came up and played cleanup role, clean up this mess, clean up on aisle 4, and just came and started cleaning up mess. How does this end? Because I mean, what range based on some of the stuff in general, what is out there? What range? What are we looking at, or what should we expect if they did sell it?
I mean, it could be millions and millions of dollars. I mean, you got to look at it, you got to look at each person's case.
Mhm.
Some cases are a little bit weaker than the others. And so you got to, that's how you value them. And then, of course, he's probably going to have to overpay in order to shut this whole thing down. I mean, he's going to pay more than he wants to pay. The client is going to receive less than they want to receive. But at the end of the day, it's going to have to be some kind of compromise because I just would I wouldn't want to see a trial related to each case can go to trial, each individual case, because each person has their individual claim, and that would be costly. And think about it, him being deposed all these times, and that's just I just wouldn't want to subject my client to that. And so at the end of the day, damage has been done, but there could be further damage if this goes on and on and on. And at the end of the day, just think about it. If something bad happens, I think he has a personal clause in his contract that the Browns can get out of this contract if
Yes,
something else should come,
yes.
and it's much worse than we really thought. So each day that this goes on, there's a potential that he could never play again if something should be
Unless
discovered that we don't know about right now. And so if I'm his lawyer, I'm trying to get this over with.
wow.
So so
I said that a long time ago. Cause Rick Brown talking about he ain't no trick. Yeah, he a trick. If you see this bill that Rusty Harden gonna give him, he gonna be the biggest trick in history. Cause Rick talking about he
So
ain't no trick.
let's look at the R. Kelly situation. R. Kelly, early on, he had a chance to reclaim his life if he would have just put the brakes on whatever he was doing. Once he got out of that first criminal trial, he should have hit the reset button and say, "Look, I'm changing my life," because the Lord has talked to me and say, "Hey, look, you put your life on the line," but he didn't learn his lesson.
Okay.
And so, if you talk about Sean Watson,
Wow.
he get rid of this case before something else bad happens.
Wow. Because if you, it just theoretically, right? If you got all of these problems and these demons, maybe he'll try it again. What if he? Like we trying to think? R. Kelly got clean off. What, man? If he this sick, Jimmy, he might try again. You never know.
I mean, the bottom line is they need to get this over with.
Yeah.
So he can resolve. You know,
we got some more questions for you.
We got another question.
Go ahead,
Can you see it, Troy?
Well, I mean, yeah, people are trying to say the Texans has something to do with this. I doubt that very seriously. I mean, you're talking about a $1 billion organization. They're not going to put their livelihoods and their franchise on the line for one person. No one person is bigger than the team and bigger than the organization. So I disagree with that. So I don't think that the owner of the Texans walked down the street and told Tony Busby what was going on. I just don't think that kind of stuff happens. I mean, people can speculate. I mean, you would really have to be cynical and the devil to do something like that. I don't think that they would do something like that, but
it's possible.
Who knows? I just don't. It's possible. Anything's possible, but I don't believe that happened.
You said something a minute ago, and you just said it 2 or 3 times, and how you negotiate and how you wouldn't have subjected your client to this much scrutiny. You would have said, "Man, let's go in there and settle." So what if Rusty Hardin is giving him this advice, and this kid is saying, "No, man, I want to fight it"?
Well, he got to fall on his own sword. I mean, you got to listen to your client. So your client is really the one in charge. You tell your client, "Hey, I think this may happen, that may happen. You're taking a risk." But at the end of the day, if the client doesn't want to listen, then what can you do? The client is paying his lawyer to represent him, but at the end of the day, you got to listen to your. And so I doubt it very seriously if he's not listening to Rusty Hardin. Rusty Hardin is one of the most well prepared, connected, and he used to work in the DA's office, so he knows, what's really going on.
Watched it then.
Well, I mean, you got to play ball. Two parties got to play ball. Tony Busby got to play ball.
The other team probably, because I remember it was rumored they offered each person $100,000. Them folks said you can stick that up here. Yeah. Okay.
That really ain't nothing but 66,000 because he gonna get his 33 and a third.
And this is high. I mean, this is high stakes. I mean, he may be asking for something that's just out of this world, and you would tell your client, "Hey, no, we can't do that." So we got to keep going on until we come to some kind of compromise, and both sides have to be comfortable with what they agree to. And so we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I doubt it very seriously if he's not listening to Rusty Hardin. I mean, because Rusty Hardin has been around a long time. He's a great lawyer. He's one of the best, and he knows what he's doing. He's represented Calvin Murphy, Robert Ory, the football player of Peterson, and he's done some. Yeah, exactly. So he's represented a lot of athletes, and so this is not his first rodeo, and I'm sure he's seen some of everything. He handles high stakes civil cases too, so they have nothing to do with sports related things, and so he has and he's been a prosecutor too. So and so he has a big bag of experience, and so if he was my lawyer, I would listen to him.
So now, I wanted to go back a little bit, Troy. If you just tune in, guys, we got Troy Prady from the Cox Prady Law Firm, and he's breaking down and just defining some of the nuances about this Deshaun Watson and these 66-ish civil cases against him. If he does, let's say hypothetically, if he does go to trial for one. Does that testimony get to be used for the court case number 2? Then there's case number 2 get to be used in case number 3, and those testimonies or transcripts or get to avalanche on down the road.
It's under oath. So it's going to be transcribed as under oath. And so that's going to be testimony that another person could use. I mean, if he goes back and says something different, then they have that testimony. And so you got to be wary of that. You know what I mean? Just like a deposition. Anything you say in a deposition, you can use at trial. If you say something inconsistent at trial than what you said in the deposition. So it's a tough situation. And with this many plaintiffs that file suit against him, it's rough. It's a rocky road ahead of him.
Somebody just texted me and asked me a question. They said, Troy, since Watson wasn't indicted on criminal charges, what's the burden of proof on the civil charges?
It's preponderance of evidence. So in the criminal case, you know, if you go to trial on the criminal case, it's reasonable doubt. So the burden is much easier in a civil case. Mm-hmm. So in a criminal case, if you have one juror that says no, the case is over with. But in a civil case, you can go, it could be 9 people agree and 3 people don't agree, and you still can win.
Yeah.
So burden is much easier in a civil case than it is in a criminal case. And so, and he's talking about money damages in the civil case.
That was one of the reasons I asked earlier. It's going to be different judges or different courtrooms, and that was a question I put at the top of the conversation, because if a female judge is not a good look unless Rusty Hardin has donated to her election campaign in the recent years, and Tony Busby also.
You would hope that in part.
Say it again, Troy.
I mean, every lawyer donates to judges' campaigns, you know. So, I mean, you would hope that the judge would be impartial and wouldn't choose sides, but people are human, you know. I think those judges they have good judges down there, and so you would hope that wouldn't happen. I don't think it would happen, but anything's possible.
You doggone right. And I would go and I would look at the one donation is nothing fishy, but multiple donations to that same person, you're not donating again and again and again unless you're getting some type of return on that investment somewhere. That's an investment.
I would put that, Jimmy, I wouldn't put that out in the atmosphere like that. So, like I said, I believe judges are impartial until they prove otherwise.
I'm saying you got.
No,
I'm saying
yeah.
I'm not saying he said I wouldn't make me. I'm throwing it up on this side of the fence. Now, I mean, of course, we got Troy Prade, a good convo on this Deshaun Watson situation, and it just, every time you think that it's about the plane is about to land on this topic, it's something else comes up. And Tony Busby, it was the way it looked at first, it was almost like the Texans had let him in the room, and because somebody mentioned in the Boom Boom Room earlier that it was ironic. Didn't you find, it's another question they asked to you? I can't remember who the source of the question was, but they asked you, Troy Prade, didn't you find it peculiar that this stuff comes out when Deshaun didn't want to play for the Texans anymore?
Troy answered that already.
Oh, you answered that one?
Yeah, he said he just don't believe. He don't believe the Texans had nothing to do with that. But Troy, I'm sitting there reading some of the stuff, Troy. That's why I was laughing. They said the plaintiff immediately stopped the massage when your homeboy got to working himself. Then he said, "Relax. It's okay to touch it." Deshaun Watson, man. I don't know if he did. I'm just reading this, man. Y'all don't be looking at me like.
So is that in the law? What is that deposition?
Let me see. I'm gonna tell you where it's from. Hold on. Let me tell you where it's from. It's a deposition. No, it was a lawsuit filed against. Yeah, she said on
So a
Monday.
lawsuit is just allegation.
Yeah, it was out. Yeah, she alleged. They said she alleged this graphic encounter. Okay, I'm just because guess what? This in the news, so we got to get it out there. Some people ain't you know, some people ain't did it. I know, Jimmy. Did you want me to bring him in? We ain't gonna have time. Okay, unless we'll do it. Okay, but Troy, I got something. Hold up. She said, hold up. She said, oh. Man, this is Sean Watson. I can't read no more of this stuff. I can't read no more. I mean,
that's just a lawsuit. That's just allegations.
Okay,
the bottom line is.
But what if he did some of it, Troy? I know you're trying to reasonable doubt, Mr. Reasonable Doubt, and Mr. Preponderance of evidence, huh?
Remember, charge the plaintiff's law. You trying to protect
I know it, Mr. Preponderance of evidence. I'm just sitting up here. I couldn't have been on the jury. Cause I need to thank you, but jury, don't call me, y'all. Cause this little, I be saying. I'll be looking at him like, no, let me be the judge. I'll be saying, Deshaun, what's wrong with you, man? That's why I'm not a judge. Because I would have did him like that, Troy.
I mean, you got to take in consideration no criminal charges were filed, so that holds some kind of weight.
I know. I know. But we just had some, I don't even want to go there. I've seen criminal charges, people be criminally wrong, but they still get off. Somebody told me, Somebody told me personally, I know I was wrong. And Rusty Hardin got me off. He said, I know I was dead wrong.
That was probably a criminal case, though.
Yeah, that was a criminal.
That was probably a criminal.
I can't tell y'all what it was. That was
this civil stuff right here, man. This is going to be.
Get what he told me. Yeah, I did it. But Rusty Hardin got me off. I had to pay him. I said,
yeah. Wow. Now, we have another question that had a few are NFL players.
W-2. I put it up there. It's a W-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
They want to know. I'm going to just get the people in the other feed and hear the question was, are they employees of the NFL teams or are they independent contractors?
No,
they are employees of the team.
They're employees. Yes, they are.
And somebody else, real quick, Troy Prater, we're going to land the plane. We have another one, shift gears. Okay. Somebody, I don't have this is one case that I did not have an inkling of interest in following whatsoever. I don't even, to this day, I don't even know what the hell happened.
Me
and that's but Madonna, because it's a female,
right?
And we're going to comply. She asked, "Can we talk about Johnny Depp, the Johnny Depp case? Because how did he pull this off?"
I didn't even read up.
Called popularity too, Popularity.
So what happened?
I don't even know what he did.
What was the case about? I mean, bring us up to speed.
It was a defamation lawsuit that I believe it was his ex-wife or girlfriend filed against him. And so it was a defamation case saying that, that he defamed her. I believe that's correct. I followed it just a little bit, but I mean, popularity plays a role in some of these civil cases, just like in the OJ case. It was a hot button issue, but OJ still was popular. And, although he left the black community, this case kind of put him back in the forefront of the black community. And we wanted to see someone that looked like us get off. And so that his popularity played a role in what the jury decided, I believe.
I mean, but in the verdict, it says that they both must have filed. She must have filed a countersuit, or it must have been somebody with a countersuit, because they both got a judgment against the other. The way I read it,
I think they sued each other. Yes, and so I believe, and I didn't look at the verdict or anything. I know that he won part of his suit, and I think she won something too. But she didn't have the money to pay him back or anything like that. I think it was like $10 million. I think a $10 million verdict, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, something outlandish.
But
he can't collect
Now, that's crazy. I mean, like I said, I hope that Madonna. I hope
You can
Troy Pradier answer that for you. Say it again.
What you say, Troy?
I said you can have a verdict anything. Piece of paper. If you can't collect it, then it's no good.
I didn't touch that one, Madonna. I'm sorry, because I didn't care about Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, I didn't know that. I didn't even read up on it.
I didn't. I mean, but that was
Yeah,
important, I guess, to her. Now,
yeah.
Troy, also last night the Boston Celtics went up 2-1 in this series over the Golden State Warriors. Did you project it to be 2-1 in favor of the Celtics at this point of the NBA championship?
Of course. I think the Celtics have a better team. I'm sorry, Hatter. That's just the truth.
Based on what?
I'm trying to go to the game on Monday. I just think that they have better players, overall team, and that play better defense than the Golden State Warriors. So, and I actually think that although Steve Kerr has all these accolades, he's won championships, he's coached in championship games and has titles. I think that he's met his match in coaching with the Celtics coach. Although he's young, but he's met his match.
You talking about Emi Udoka? Say his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, say his
Mr.
name.
Udoka, I think he's an excellent coach. I think he's gotten something out of those guys that Brad Stevens couldn't get out of them.
Right. But guess what? What happened on Friday when they get their head tore off and it's gonna be 2-2? What you gonna have to say then?
I think Boston is going to show these guys the door. And so I think it'll be 3-1 on Friday. That's my prediction.
Turn off the lights. Light a candle.
Now, also,
So they better go to the cabin and get their fishing poles. So they're going to be out there with Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith fishing.
I like that. You know what?
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I just don't know.
you love to see what?
But then Kevin
I'd
Durant,
love to see Boston win. I want to see Boston. I want to see Damon Stoudemire win. But it's just hard for me to just think it'll happen.
I want to go 7. I just want to go 7. It goes 7, then whoever win it, earn it the old-fashioned way. Let's go 7. Let this thing go 7.
Can you imagine if the Celtics won what Kevin Durant would be saying on Twitter?
If the Celtics won, what? Don't nobody. Kevin Durant needs to shut up on Twitter. He's a spectator. He's a spectator.
He can't help himself. Dude, it take a lot of energy to go put a burner out there. He can't help himself.
Yeah.
It take a lot of energy, a lot of energy to go and do some stuff like that. And if he did one, he might. I don't tell you how many he might have.
Yeah, he got burner counts. Come on, man. Come on.
But yeah, man. So
how can you have that angry?
Different people built different kind of ways. Remember that. It's right. Different. Some people got 4 cylinders, some got 6, some got 8. But we want to get you back, Troy. Of course, next week and talk some, because we want to talk some Astros and some baseball with you as well, as we do all the time. It's that time of the year, and you see the Astros are in first place by as many of games at this point of the season than they've been in a mighty long time. And we definitely want to, next week, you got to put something on your calendar so you come back and chop it up with us on the Chop Shop.
I definitely want to do that. So Astros are looking good. I think we got our shortstop replacement too, Pena. He's a good ball player.
Ooh, Jeremy Pena, man. And HEB made a good little old commercial with him too. I like that. It's kind of funny. The latest commercial, they inserted him in. He didn't take over the Carlos Carrera role as with his endorsement, or as with his, with HEB, the local or the Texas-based grocer. And I love Pena, man. I'm loving Pena. But this boy, Albert, we're going to save the baseball for next week.
We'll save it for next week.
Because the All-Star voting has kicked off. And there are several Astros that definitely have legitimate chances of making the All-Star game. But we'll talk about that in a lot more next week. We got something pivot to that's of very high importance to you guys, and that is the the tragic killing of one of the student athletes around Greater Houston.
Well, let's get Troy out of Troy. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Troy,
Take care.
thanks so much.
All right.
And we have joining us to share details. Oh, you're not joining us.
It didn't pop back up. Just text him and tell him we about to bring it back up. Just text him. Right?
And so we're waiting just a second for the next guest to slide on in and share with you guys, like I said, about this situation.
Oh, there he is. Hold up. I think I got it. I got him now.
For the young man who was gunned down. And there we have Archie Young is with us. Archie with Forever Young Films and RCS Sports, and he's a mover and a shake out there. And you have some news to share with us about this particular young man from out of Spring, Texas. What happened?
Well, I don't want to get into a lot of details about the actual case because I don't want to do anything to interfere with the police investigation. But from what I've been told, there has been an arrest made. So they are moving forward with that. I just wanted to make sure that I came on and allowed everyone to know that his family has entrusted Texas Takeover Basketball Club to start a GoFundMe to help them pay for funeral arrangements. So I know everything I hear, a recession is on the way and all of that, but anybody that has anything to spare, whether it's $20, $10, 50 cents. I mean, it doesn't matter. Please go to the GoFundMe. I just tweeted it out on my Twitter, and you can really, really help that family be able to give him a proper burial. So that was my main focus. A lot of us tried to help him while he was still here, and now I'm trying to help him after he's gone. So.
And what grade was the young man, and what was his name, and what school did he attend?
Okay, so the young man's name was London Jones, 6'8", wiry kid, pretty funny, liked to joke, but he was a young man that was born with a lack of resources and was in a situation where he didn't have the finances that some of the other players that we've come to know through basketball have, and so he made some mistakes along the road, but he knew that he didn't want to become a full product of his environment. So he was taking steps to make those changes. And unfortunately, his life was taken before he could fully make that change. So he originally he went to Eisenhower High School. And like I said, he was trying to take steps to change his life. So he transferred to Spring High School. And, that was an attempt to kind of change his surroundings and kind of give him a fresh start. But like I said, a couple of nights ago, he was murdered.
And his grade, and how old was the young man?
So the young man was 19, and he was in the 11th grade.
So he's a rising senior, class of 2023.
Yes.
And once again, played with the Texas Takeover team and gunned down earlier this week in Houston.
Right.
This is once again, you guys just tuned in to the Chop Shop. We're going to ask you to share the show, if you would, to your timelines, to your pages, to your groups that pertain to basketball or sports related, and this family and his grassroots basketball club, the Texas Takeover.
Okay.
they have established a GoFundMe,
Mhm.
and the GoFundMe is specifically to raise funds for the funeral services of this young man, London Jones. Um, what is the goal of the that you're trying to raise?
So the goal is to raise 10,000. Right now they are at $1,020, and like I said, look, if you go to the GoFundMe, I donated, so I'm not asking anybody to do something that I'm not willing to do. But this could really, like I said, they weren't in a situation where they had the resources and the finances to take on this kind of financial blow. So this would be huge in terms of helping the family.
Where can we go to the GoFundMe? Under your on your page, Forever
Can
Family?
you post a
Yes,
link? Can you post a link on the timeline in the Boom Boom Room, and then that way we can share it. We can take it and copy and paste it on both of them,
absolutely.
and that way some of the viewers now can just click directly into the URL to the to the GoFundMe account. And if you have never donated via GoFundMe, um, let me inform you, you can donate and make yourself anonymous. That is an
Right.
option when you are donating via GoFundMe. That is indeed an option. Um, yeah, once again, young man gunned down, and there is a criminal homicide case that is in under investigation right now, active case. And as he just, if you missed it earlier, Archie said on a one arrest has been made. Do you know what the young man is charged with, or the person who was
Uh,
arrested?
no, no. I just was told that he was at the scene and that they may possibly want to question some other people. So
Wow, man. It's and the any funeral services, any dates that have been tentatively set for the burial of this young London Jones?
no, not yet. So being able to donate and for them to be able to pay for some of this stuff will go a long way in terms of making sure he get a proper burial, but also locking in stuff so that they can have the funeral. So um, and I'm trying not to talk too much because I'm trying not to get emotional. I don't want people to think I'm a crybaby, but when you invest in these kids and
We with you, baby. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm feeling you
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
You done
yeah,
followed these kids
absolutely.
all over the country. You done followed these kids, and you done filmed these kids, Archie, and that's why I'm over here so quiet. I'm sitting there just thinking, we can't keep losing. Archie, I just gave a soliloquy on how what we have to do as I mean us as other leaders in this community. Um, how we have to reach out, the message that we give these kids. This is the message they have. If we don't give them the proper message, somebody else gonna give it. Like I say, our young people today, they are future messengers, Archie,
right,
of
right,
our society, and so it's our responsibility, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that we have the appropriate messages. If we had to have the appropriate message given to this other kid, maybe this don't happen. That's
right,
all I'm saying. I ain't saying things don't happen, but when we because when their actions their actions adversely affects us. Look how it's affecting you.
right,
They affect
right,
our future. They affect our loved ones. And the one I know you cared about that kid. So it is imperative, y'all, that we stop turning a blind eye to our youth, both at risk and not at risk youth. And our responsibility, Jimmy, just don't begin with your own. We got to
right,
help other kids. It just don't stop at your house. Sometimes we got to go out and man, my heart goes out to their family, and now we just got to figure out, hey, babe, man, this can't happen. Not on
Right.
our watch. That's why I get on this show and just say we can't be in the gyms. The referee can't bring a gun to the gym.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What are we doing, ref? You know, you know. If you grown ups doing it, what you think these kids do? That's why I tell people, watch what you say on social media. It's two ladies came on the show a couple of weeks back on a Women Rock Wednesday, and they said, we wish the men would lead this basketball community, but these men are not leading it. We need better
Right.
leaders in this community. That's one of our kids, man. Jimmy, you in that business. You cover this kid. You and Doug. I don't know the kid. I don't know Texas Takeover. But guess what? I'm feeling this little boy being shot down. I got a 27-year-old. They in the same thing. 19, 27, the same thing.
Right.
So, you know, I just I wanted to give you some support there so you can get yourself together. You know, but we got a dude. I'm telling you, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. This happens almost every day. What we're doing?
Yeah. It happens too
Yeah.
much.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was
No, you good. And
that you get
and thank
yourself
you.
right over there.
Yeah, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. And
Right.
you know, I don't toot my own horn or nothing like that, but I have people that will tell me how I'm playing a role in helping some young men, and I'm grateful for that. That's what I do this for. So from Isaiah Barjanet to Trey Miller to Elijah Elliott, Reuben Jones, like I'm glad that they were able to make it to the next level, and I'm grateful for to the Lord for allowing me to have the tools to be able to play a role, even if it's a small role.
Right.
But it's instances like this, it's the kids that I'm unable to help that consume my mind the most.
Yes.
You know, because the same energy that I'm putting into a Dubam Maneki, I'm putting into a London Jones or a Chris Green or a Henry Hampton. Like and my wife tells me all the time, like, stop. You put too much emotion into these kids. It's gonna stress you out. But I don't know how any other way to be. So but this is not about me.
No,
This is
how you
about
feel.
helping this young man's family, man. So if y'all would please, like I said, even if it's 50 cent, like
Right.
a little bit go a long way.
Gotcha. And
Yeah.
y'all, please, it can be anonymous. Make your name anonymous. You don't want
Yeah.
nobody to know what you gave. It's okay. It's okay. Just give some. Because they're waiting, Jimmy, and we got to give quickly. I hate to say this. You don't have to say it, Archie. We got to give quickly. This is a fluid situation. So
Right.
the people can go to the funeral home and say, at least set something up, because you know when you get there what they saying. Where your insurance, baby? I already know. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt.
Got a t-shirt.
Jimmy, I did the Jimmy Hicks one time, Jimmy, they was haggling one time. I was in Memphis, right? You know, we're in the funeral home. And the man in there talking crazy, not talking crazy, but the lady ain't got no money. And Jimmy, I got so mad, Jimmy. I said, man, here, get these folks to film. Jimmy, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't want to do it. I'm telling y'all the truth. But I said, here, man, I just got tired of him haggling with the woman. You know what I'm saying? Man, the mama was grieving. She didn't have the bread. And he talking crazy. I ain't never used that funeral home no more. But, yeah.
One thing about it, just I've been in this space several times over these past 2 decades when people have passed away, helped raise funds, raise money for funeral expenses when I got it. So I can give you guys pretty much a call to action from based in the past. I've been in that space several times in this basketball community sector. First, here's the thing what you can do. If you're watching right now, and if you First of all, first layer is event operators. If Texas Takeover has played in your event, or if you have solicited them to play in your event
Absolutely.
in this city, this young man is part of the Texas Takeover basketball program. I don't give a damn what city your event is in. If you have solicited them to play in that event, in your events, in recent memory, it ain't got to be just this year, then you should feel obligated to give to this cause. That's one layer, how you go around the hat. And it doesn't feel right for Texas Takeover to go and do it. It takes a third party to remind those event operators, yo, man, these people are grieving. You ain't had no problem asking them about telling them how much they owe to play all them teams. They rolling with 15 teams, and you had no problem that rebate some of that so that they can help bury this young man. That's one layer. A second layer for teams that you consider allies. If those team directors, you reach them on the text message, not on social media.
No.
Right.
Reach out to them in the DMs or the text message and say, hey, man, we're trying to bury this young man. If it was your kid in your program, we're going to stand in solidarity and in support of your program. This can happen to any one of you guys out there. So this is what we're going to do. We thinking, let's say if we got 10 other programs, all we need, guys, listen, 10 of y'all give us $100 a piece. That's going to be a rack right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You see?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we go 10, whatever tournaments you played in. I don't give a damn what. Once again, those circuits are not immune to this.
Absolutely.
If you're playing in a circuit, this is what we're asking for you.
Right.
Throw something in the hat. Here's the amount. I don't give that. This the part when you said, Archie, whatever you can. No, that don't apply to them.
That don't apply to them. that apply to us, me.
Right.
So now it puts everything in perspective.
Right.
So now wherever the young man went and got his hair cut at,
okay.
You got to call the parents and find that out. I've been in that. I've done all this before.
Come on, man. Come on with it. I like
this.
this.
And find out where he got his hair cut at. You take that and put the GoFundMe on the post and blow it up and throw it on the wall in the barbershop, because Friday the barbershop gonna be jumping tomorrow.
Right.
And Saturday.
Right.
Put that on the wall and let them know. Listen, and let the owner of the barbershop, you go talk to him for a second. Hey man, know he was good to you. Hey man, we want you and the barbers in there. Can y'all help and put something in? We need $100 from you guys. Not a piece.
Right.
Just from the barbershop.
Yeah.
We need $100 from the barbershop. Meanwhile, we want to put this post up so some of the other people that probably saw him in the barbershop might want to help out. That's going to take care of the barber.
Okay.
You
What's
see?
the next layer?
The next layer is it don't even stop.
Right.
Like I said, you talk to the family. Right. And you ask the mama or the sister. Mama may not want to talk. Where the beauty shop at where the mama got her hair done? You go duplicate that because they know that mama's baby.
Right.
Then you go where the church where they congregated at. And if they have a spiritual foundation in their family. I don't care if he wasn't active in church.
Absolutely.
But that family has been active. Where's the most common denominator of a church where the mama or daddy or grandparent is active at? Let them know, same thing. Can you put this on the announcements on the Sunday service? Can you make this part of the announcements? Little London Jones was gunned down. And then people gonna say, oh, I remember that Sister Jones' son. Oh, that's Sister Jones' grandbaby. That people gonna remember that.
Right.
And those things, you'd be surprised, but it's better than just sitting back, putting the GoFundMe out and just waiting. Because back when I was doing this, it wasn't no GoFundMe the last time. I think the last time it just came out, last time I was active in helping the family. But it was, you had to go and get it the old-fashioned way. And those were the old-fashioned ways
of
you
doing
go,
it. Right.
You go, and if he had little partners on the street, or little partners at Spring High School, the basketball coach,
basketball.
I know it's tight.
Yeah.
Coach, can we get $100 out from representing the Spring High School basketball team? He goes, no, so what? All he's gonna do is say yes and no.
Right.
But you're gonna do your part And you don't, and you understand something. Everybody's economics is not the same on every day of the
Absolutely.
week.
Right. Right.
You can't get bitter. You can't get mad if somebody just don't got it, an individual. That's why I'm saying, that's why you asking them to do you in a proactive, that's why I said in the barbershop, you asking them to pool together. It might be
Right.
6 barbers in there. 6 barbers, and they giving $16 a piece to make that $100.
Right.
That's less than a haircut. You
Yep.
you comping a haircut, half of a haircut. That's an edge up nowadays. And those are little bitty things that you can go and you can easily move the mark. You know, some people they're waiting to see. You say the goal is 10,000. You know,
Right.
some people out there, and I know some of you guys are watching right now. Don't become that person that's want to wait. I want to wait till you get. Let me see. They ain't got nothing yet, but 1,100. Let me wait till you get 7,000, 8,000. Now that's how a lot of people are.
Right.
They get to $9,999, and they gonna say, "Oh man, they already got it now. They got it now. Since me, I'm good." No. If you surpass that, then so be it.
Right.
That's the goal. And so just understand, the young man, if you just tune in, he has been gunned down. London Jones. He was a student athlete at Spring High School, and it's tragic. And the family, everybody doesn't have. We understand this. That's why GoFundMe has been so prevalent. Everybody, there's a lot of people out there that don't have insurance, life insurance. It is what it is. Okay, so let's move on past that and let's do the part. You can deal with that tomorrow, and deal with that later on. Let's get him in the ground with a proper burial service that this young man so deserves. Go ahead on.
Jimmy, this. I was just sitting there thinking. I was listening to you. That valuable information that Stephen A. Smith. None of them people gonna be able to give. This is how important this platform is, ladies and gentlemen. When we tell you to share the show, when we tell you to ain't nobody gonna do this. Ain't nobody gonna do this and then come and give you. Jimmy just walked you through some stuff that it just makes so much sense. This is the value of having your own. Archie can just say, okay, man, I need to come on. It ain't no protocol that we got to call the station. We got to call so-and-so. No, Archie, hit a link.
Right. And
Matter
thank
of
y'all.
fact, hold up. Move one of our sponsors off the show so you can finish.
Right.
Did y'all hear that? See, somebody don't understand. Some people don't understand the sacrifice that people make. And Archie, man, just send that information. Get somebody that's implement those things that Jimmy gave, man. And let's make this, man. Let's send this kid away good, man. Let's send this kid away like he should be.
And think back my first time. My first time doing it is something that was just reminded to me. Like I said, I was thinking backwards, going back. But the first time that I got involved was in 2004 of getting the community and galvanizing the people to get on board with a call to action for a funeral service. And this was the summer of 2004. Young man Jawan McClellan had lost his father, who was a father figure to many in the basketball community. And his name was George McClellan. And so, understand, wasn't no social media prevalent at that time, nothing like that.
Right. Black Planet.
Middle of basketball. This is, what month are we in? June. That was June. It was right around the same time right now. I'm not joking with you guys. And so we came up with a quick concept. In Texas Takeover, if you're listening, this might be another play. And we gave a little shotgun basketball tournament, right? And every penny from the door, See, that's the whole thing. People say a person. The referees, everybody donated. It was hands on deck. No referees got paid. We got the school, the gyms got donated, right? For Jawan McClellan. And we gave every penny from the door. They put it in a big brown envelope. It was 2 of them. Sealed them to this date. I have no idea how much money was in those envelopes. The front door licked them, stuck them together, and we got, to her surprise, Mrs. Mary McClellan did not even know what we were going to do as far as the giving her the envelopes. She knew that a tournament was going on for George McClellan. We knew Jawan McClellan was going to be there. Jawan was just going off to college to Arizona.
Right.
Well, he's just going off to college. He graduated in 2004. This was 2004. So we, at halftime of the championship game, we stopped the game because we wanted to make the halftime the way we can get some more people coming through the door. And we came out and we asked her to come to give a speech and to feel the warmth of the people in the building. A whole gym, the one side, the whole bleachers was packed for the championship game. Gave us standing ovation. She was courageous as she got that microphone and spoke to everybody. And as she spoke, we came out them 2 envelopes. And boy, it wasn't a dry eye in the room. It was snot slung everywhere. And that's a thing that you can do for those teams. You can put together a shotgun one day. Understand? It's something. It don't even have to be a tournament. It can or it can't be. Just come play. You guys come play. The referees, you got Texas Takeover is giving one. They have a tournament, I think, on deck this month anyway. I don't know what it is still taking place or not, but still, this could be something.
Right.
And you give every penny to that family.
Right.
That could be done. And trust me, there are enough teams that could do it. The thing is, you come through the door, those parents, they're paid up, it's a fundraiser.
That's all.
In the truest form. And if it's something like that, I would encourage everybody. I strongly would. If it's something like that, I would make it very affordable for everybody. Because that way the fundraising, that way now there's no excuses for nobody not to come there. I don't care who you are. You come to that door, and you don't call it admission. Use the word donation. Do not say admission. I'm telling you what I learned. You use the word donation. Because that means if somebody wants to do it with a card and they want to go and donate, their donation can go straight to the GoFundMe if they want to. Now they don't want to donate, then they can pay that admission. If they don't want to donate, they got to donate something and put something in the hat. That could be a good thing as well. We want to thank you, Archie, for coming on. And
no. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. I don't like to be in front of the camera. You two young gentlemen, y'all got a face for the camera. I got a face for radio. So, but this was important to me. And so I thank y'all for allowing me to come on to y'all's platform to just kind of do my little spiel to try to help London's family. So thank y'all.
Yeah, man. And of course, London Jones, the GoFundMe link is tagged on the Facebook in the Boom Boom Room. You can see it it's tagged on there, pinned on there, so to speak, and also on the YouTube feed of the Boom Boom Room. You guys can click on, do your part, and like I said, you have the option to remain anonymous, which I have chose that option my damn self. So yes, I have contributed. So I have contributed. I'm tired of, I thought about it. I'm gonna start going up on anonymous. I like that. Confucius. I should have put Confucius on there or something. But I did do my part, and Alex Sestero, I see he just said he did his part as well. Guys, it doesn't take much. It's not a minimum number. Everything counts. and funerals have increased as well. And
Right.
you would be surprised since your nana got buried, or your Aunt Thelma, funerals prices are not the same. They have shot up.
Ballooned.
Yes, shoot. Hell, cremations now is $3,000 or $4,000 just for a cremation nowadays. But anyway, man, we got to get up out of here.
We know you
And
know,
we
'cause you know everything about a funeral. Jimmy gonna be the first one there, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Jimmy gonna be the first one there. Somebody text me, Jimmy, and said Jimmy gonna be front and center. But man, thank you, Arch. Huh? What you say?
Yeah, we also want to give a shout out to Archie had his thing on. Archie thought you were gonna put the thing behind him. Yeah, I just realized Archie had the screen on there, man. He thought you were gonna put something behind him, man.
Oh, I didn't know, man.
Archie had the screen, man.
Look, you know.
No, Archie, hold up, man. Hold up, Archie, hold up.
Hey, you can't have a video guy come on here and not have something
for
video.
That was my bad, man. Jimmy, and y'all see, hey, Archie, that's why we have Archie. That's why we usually have sound check. See, Jimmy don't be
now you see. Yeah, now you see the sound check.
Oh, okay.
See, I put something behind. I got my favorite car behind you right now. I got that rock.
I wanted that picture of Mikey Williams like you had behind you.
I wasn't gonna put that mess up there, man. I can't believe Archie did me like that, y'all.
Hey, you know what? In all
hold
fairness,
up, keep talking. I'm gonna find it. Come on,
in all
Jimmy.
fairness, this past week at Pango's camp, Mikey Williams, in all fairness, he fared well. He fared well. In all fairness, because I just wasn't. I have eyeballed factual evidence to support a theory of not being favorable of his basketball skill set up until this weekend. And guess what? I mean, he's overdue for it. He's overdue for it. With me. I'm talking about me seeing him personally. He's overdue for a moment like this. He didn't dominate, no. But he led the camp in assists, and it wasn't even close. He led. It wasn't even close in that point. I mean, he averaged about.
He just has some guys on his team that can shoot. That's all.
Well, I mean and he averaged about 13 a game, something like that, 14 a game.
Was he in the All-Star game? I know y'all had him in the All-Star.
Oh yeah.
Who say y'all? What do you mean y'all?
I mean whoever vote. Ain't you? Hey, wait a minute. You over there talking about how you part of that? I mean, you ain't part of that group. You got influence?
I did not, have influence, but I didn't think I needed the influence based on what I saw and I said yesterday on the show for Wesley Yates and Chris Johnson, because they were what I thought and what many thought were no-brainers for the top 30 game. So me and Chris Walker went, and there you go right there, little Mike.
Archie did this and sent this to me, man. He was wrong for that day, man. He was wrong for that day. But Archie, I got something for you, Archie. This is what I got for you. Yeah, I got something for you. Right there. Yeah, just in case y'all just viewing the show, this is the golf tournament I was in yesterday. Look what I did to him, Archie. Go in. That's it. Bang! Jimmy hiding catfish grease right there. Even when he just showing off. Just a little showing off. Yeah. I said, no. Watch me get out the hole, Jim. Yes, Eagle. Hey, watch you have something to say, Archie. Watch this, Archie. Watch this.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I told you that's Gary did the editing on that video. And I'm still trying to figure how he got that ball to go. It's 3 or 4, how many takes it took them to get that ball, and he spliced that thing up and got another put and put it together. But that's the thing on that. But I just put up the stats in the All-Star game. Mikey Williams had 12 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists in 21 minutes in the All-Star game. And like I say, I mean, he was. I mean, guess what? It's overdue. He's not horrible.
Okay.
It's just that I really have a feeling inside of me that that it ain't no, as a basketball player, a kid like Chris Johnson is way better than Mikey Williams. A kid like Wesley Yates is way better than Mike. And that was one of the things that Wesley Yates wanted. That was kind of like his dream. That was his fire, to come to Vegas, to not to perform and show and prove, but to also get in front of Mikey Williams and give him a piece of something. So not only did Wesley's team never play Mikey, Wesley was snubbed from the top 30 All-Star game. And several people that have no ties to Texas, media people, not parents, people that are national media, they label Wesley Yates' selection as the biggest snub in Pangos camp history.
Wow.
They say in the history. And I'm talking about 3 of them collectively right there said it loudly. The biggest snub in Pangos camp history. And so no Wesley went and done.
What? Destroyed the other game.
He went in that All-Star game, that second one, and he gave they ass the business. He hit 6 3-pointers, 24 punts in 23 minutes and got the MVP, and his team won the game. That's what he did. That's what he did. But Chris Johnson got snubbed. Well, he said, you know what? I'm not even playing in that game. So he decided not to even play. He said he's going to rest his hand. His hand was nagging, and he's playing through paint. So that was, and not just limited them. We talked about that yesterday, but that was a good showing for a kid like Wesley Yates and Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson will be taking his talents to Montverde this season, and he's among the growing number of players from Texas. We learned how to last week, 2 more players from Texas are going to prep schools out of state. And that was RJ Jones is going to a prep school in Utah, and Zayden High is going to a prep school in Arizona. So the number continues to increase. And I saw little Robert Miller was there.
Right.
They were over there on his dad like flies on a turd. Those prep school guys trying to get him over. I had one come to me. And this here's the thing. It's here more people. Here's the thing. Some people need to get away, because the situation that they're in is probably just conducive. It's probably better for both parties. You need to get away. You know, the head coach, when you leave certain high schools, they ain't gonna lose no sleep. Certain ones. Like I know Chris Johnson leaving Elkins. The coach, he's not like he don't care, but he realizes that team is going to be a better team for the concept of buying in. Those other kids buying in, rather than let Chris bring it down, make the plays, shoot the ball. Chris gonna have to have. He don't have a bad game. He may not be a good teammate. Other people not gonna, buy in, and he won't get maximum effort.
Right.
But here's my thing: when these guys come and talk to me, and I think a lot of them know it, because the ones that come, they come and I don't disrespect them. I say, yo, bro, this is what I say. I can help you get a job if you're in college coaching, or maybe if you're certified in high school, but I cannot help you get kids to leave my city. I can't do that. I can't. I gotta go.
What?
I can help you get a job, a college job. You want to advance because you're a good recruiter. You working. You found me. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot help you get players and to go and vacate our city and deplete us with talent. People get in the mindset, but man, this is like this class of 2022, right? Man, 2022, man, it ain't that strong. Well, hell, we lost Amari Abrams to the West Coast. We lost Bryce Griggs to as well. Those two add fire.
Yeah.
The year before that, we lose JVF Francis.
Yeah.
and understand. And look at Poe Dallas. They're getting raided. You know, and it's working out for some players because now that's the lure. They go, because my thing is this.
What could they tell your daddy? What are they telling the daddies? Tell me what they're telling them, Jim. What they tried to tell? Oh, you know, you didn't get the sales pitch. What are they telling the daddies?
I don't know. I'm not sitting there, but I can tell you because I've seen sales pitches, but they didn't change so much nowadays since before.
Okay, what are they telling the daddies?
For some, depending on what state you go to, that you go in, they have name, image, likeness opportunities they can thing in front of those kids' face, in those parents' face. Remember, there are about 8 states that have name, image, likeness for high schoolers. So that is you understand? We know in all likelihood it's gonna be slim to none, but that is the dangle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's the dangle. You got carrots and you got rabbits, and you got dogs and horses gonna chase either one applicable to them. But the thing is, if more people would not leave the gate open into our yard, it wouldn't be so easy for people to come and take stuff off our porch. You see?
But everybody want to be friends with people. Everybody want to get the plug.
You still can be buddies with them. You still can be buddies with them.
Plug with the college out of town. I might want this guy to come back and give a game. I might have a game at my tournament. These people playing the business thing out here. Hey man, I'm gonna help you get this kid, but you got to come back and give me a game. I mean, so
right.
You know what I'm saying?
These
dudes playing chess on these parents around here. These parents think, oh, he's trying to help me. No, parents. Maybe that's the story need to be told.
That maybe need to be told.
Hello.
Maybe need to be told. So that's the thing, Arch. As you younger guys come through the shoot, and you have to realize for every kid that you allow somebody to woo away, that's a high school coach that if he knows and thinks that you're attached or affiliated with that kid or his grassroots program, then that coach is not going to be as likely to let you in his room or his building I'll give you that as much access to his team and his program again. Then after it's gonna happen again, and again. Then if it happens to certain coaches, they have electoral votes in their own school district. So that means that coach may have the power of influence to influence the athletic director. Hey man, that guy there, man, he getting all our kids. He trying to get our kids away. We don't watch him. And this is how it goes, and it boulders downhill. Then people say, man, I ain't do nothing. No, you ain't got to do nothing to be a suspect. Remember that.
Right.
Man, let's get out of here, boy. Y'all crazy.
We leave on that, man. We leave on that and get up out of here, man, this day, man. Tyler, did you see my gals yesterday? Yeah, that's why I got this. That's why I got this color on right here. I'm already suited and booted. You see the Oklahoma softball team? Woo!
Man, them girls was smacking the Archie, you out?
You said Big Hawaiian. That Big Hawaiian home run in the first inning. They put up 5 runs in the first inning, 16-1 over Portland, Texas. And I'm down with University of Texas. They got 7 girls from Houston that's on their roster. Right. University of Texas softball team. Right. 7 girls from Houston.
But you just like Oklahoma.
Like Oklahoma. Sandra taught one of the girls. One of the girls from Oklahoma. They ain't got about 3 blacks on the team. Oklahoma though.
Right.
Not Texas got about 6. But one of those little black girls, she's a freshman. Sandra taught her in middle school. She graduated from C. King Middle School. She don't play much. She probably played yesterday. I stopped watching it because it overlapped with the basketball.
About the house.
And game 2 is
tonight.
Today.
Today. Is it today or tonight?
It's tonight. What time is it? What time the game?
I don't know. I know they said they play tomorrow. That's all I know.
6:30.
What time?
6:30.
Oh yeah.
6:30.
Man, I
need Texas
to go talk to Stefan them, man. I got to call Stefan. I can't. I don't like that stuff the other day, man. That's why I ain't talking about it today. But Andrew Wiggins, man, ain't nobody said nothing about him. The All-Star, the #1 pick in the draft.
Well, he been doing well. He been doing well until last night.
Sorry. Okay.
What about Draymond? Hey, that's the one you need to be on. Well, Draymond.
We know he ain't. Y'all call him Mr. Y'all call him Mr. Triple Single. I don't never expect nothing for triple single.
Guess what? Draymond done fouled out both losses.
Yeah.
Both losses, he got 6 fouls. So they putting the physicality on Draymond ass, and he's falling trick to his own.
They was trying to hurt my homeboy last night, man. Hey, man, Minnie ain't said nothing all day. Look at her. All she said, go Astros. Let's go Boston. Let's go Astros. Let's go Boston. Mindy, please. Mindy, please. But let me Sonny, so hold on, let me put these two. Let me put my 2 favorite girls up there. Look at them. There they go. All right, I got them both up there.
You got them both up there?
Yeah, I'm out.
And they fired up.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, when we come back, Heather, on Monday.
What happened to Monday?
We this series could be over.
No. It's the game on Monday.
I thought it was Sunday, Friday, Sunday.
I think the game on Monday. Sunday?
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's Friday, Sunday. It could be over.
You sure? I thought it was Monday.
It may be Monday because they may have 2 days for traveling in between that. Y'all.
Oh, yeah, it's always 2 days for travel.
Yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
Yeah. You've been on that.
They got to get 2 days.
Yeah, it'll be tied up by the time we get back. It'll be tied up. You wanted to go 7, right? Tied up.
Yeah, I wanted to go 7. Definitely. I'm rooting for 7 games.
Hey, Jimmy. Frank talking about he wasn't invited to the golf tournament. Man, I gave everybody a plea to go to that golf tournament a long time ago. Frank, you wasn't paying attention. Man, he talking about he wasn't invited. He just wanted to be on my team. Hey, Frank, you can't carry the freight, baby. Jim, you know we can drink something out of this thing.
Yeah, you put some Ripple in there.
Yes, sir.
We put some Ripple in there. We're gonna get that. That's say that we'll put some Ripple. That's your lid. That's your lid right there. Anyway, man, we gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta get up out of here.
Okay.
Guys, see you guys on Monday. Share the show on your way out the door. Guys, don't forget to hit that button and donate to London John.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Rich.